All right, hello out there to everyone. The guy is not live yet. I'm actually just assuming that. Um, I'm sorry, I've done quite a bit of damage. I had a coughing fit like an hour ago, and as if I wasn't gravelly and gross before, I've made it even worse. Anyway, he's not live yet. We have about a half an hour, so I want to talk about, of course, him freaking the fuck out last night when the lame ass Legos was over. So let's watch. Of course, this is after he stopped recording for YouTube. We know who's gone. Everybody knows. So let's just listen.
I had a good time, despite the fact that we had fucking no-brained idiots trying to cause fucking drama on my streams, which I already talked about this morning on my first stream, right? Yet here they are trying to cause bullshit again, right? So what is going on? Do you not fucking understand that I don't care about other content creators and other people, and you're talking about them in my chat? So should I just go through and just ban every idiot that just mentioned it? Should I? I said it right at the top of the stream. I said, I don't care about what other idiots are doing. This is my idea. This is what you guys wanted me to do. I'm tired of you derailing bullshit with bullshit. Or I really am. I'm just tired of this shit. This childish stuff keeps happening. I've had enough of your childish bullshit.
Yeah, he comes in here at the end of the night and says like a couple of shitty things and then gets himself banned, which is,
I had a great time.
That's what he was going for,
Today.
obviously.
I thought today was outstanding. Even though Lost Records was boring, we got to a point now where we're going to finish it next time, and it looks like it's actually going to be interesting to me, so I'm excited for day stream, because it went so well earlier this week.
We're trying to get to the goodness here.
Event. You got Little Caesars, you got Pizza Hut, so I think everyone has a different opinion, right? You mean, like Papa John's, Little Caesars, everyone's saying something different. It's like Domino's, see? Everyone wants something different. Oh, I got to keep this. I forgot. I got to keep this tool and these extra pieces. I don't need them, but I want different kinds of pizza. So, for example, it would probably be a regular pizza or... And don't fucking come back, bitch.
Here we go. This is what we're all looking for anyway. And there it is in Kick Chat. Can you send us over to Strangely Lex? Pretty sure that's what gets him.
Scrolling up, they have a Mando build? They do, huh?
Yep, and it's gone. And then here we go.
By the way, Iron Chef Sakai is banned and he's never coming back. He can go fuck himself. I've had enough of his simple shit. Really, I have. Like, he's fucking coming in here being toxic all day. He came in here this morning. I tried to defend him. And then all he does is he's toxic all fucking day. The entire stream tonight, he's fucking, oh, the other person is doing it better and their stream is better, then you can stay over there. And don't fucking come back, bitch. Really, this time, don't come crawling back on your hands and knees like you did last time to try to get in my good graces and try to get the sword and try to get on the Discord. You're getting on nothing. Nothing. What you're doing is you can go lick their asses forever because you think they love you, and you can go fuck yourself. No one cares about you. We're done with your bullshit. I don't care how much money you try to throw at me to apologize. It's obvious you're fucking unhinged and we don't want to deal with your bullshit here anymore, so go get fucked, okay? Cool. He's out of here. I've had enough. I've literally had enough of him and his behavior derailing my content. So he can literally kiss my fucking ass. Okay.
It wasn't quite as unhinged as Eat It, but it was still pretty good. It was still pretty good, I can't lie.
Well, if you give me $1,000, maybe I'd let him back in right now. Let's see what happens.
You wouldn't let him in, but you didn't let him in before. You'd take his money, though. If he went over to fucking YouTube and gave you $1,000, you'd be like, thanks for the $1,000.
Let's see what happens, right?
I think it gets more fucked up here if I remember right. It was a long stream last night. It was crazy.
I mean, guys, why do you think I didn't I didn't remod him to begin with?
Because he went against the crown.
Someone who
of
acts
course.
like that, there's something wrong there. The guy's unhinged, right? He is.
Very good point. It was 100% okay when the money was going to him. It was okay for the dude to be crazy or mental or retarded or unhinged or whatever. But now that he's giving it to somebody else and giving this dude a fucking taste of his own medicine and telling him that he sucks, now all of a sudden there's something fucked up, right?
He's unhinged. He's looking for attention. And when he acts like that, there's a problem. I modded him and I did absolutely nothing wrong to the guy whatsoever at all. And within a few weeks of him being a mod, he flipped on me and he's saying toxic things in my chat and shit. And I'm like, dude, what are you doing? You're a mod. You're supposed to be the example of how to behave. Why would you act like that? And of course, blah, blah, blah. So
we get into it's very clear that he hates women. He hates women who, stream. And so we're going to get into, this gets really good. So, Kaylee, I hope you feel better,
I said,
honey.
Fuck it. I demodded him. I banned him. And he comes back to me begging, can I please come back? I swear I didn't mean it. And I want to change all this and my attitude and everything. I said, since he seems to be sincere, maybe I'll be nice to him or whatever, and I let him back. And he's here again for weeks. And he's dropping giant contributions. And then he seems like he keeps asking to be a mod. And I keep telling him no. I told him publicly and I told him privately, no, you're not going to be a mod because number one, I can't trust you. And number two, no one else trusts you. Like, literally, no one trusts you because of your behavior. Why would we, right? And then he just keeps coming back and throwing money. It's like, what am I going to do? And then finally...
You could give the money back. You could say, please stop giving me money. You could do that. Because you say that you told him publicly and privately, no, that wasn't going to happen. I never heard that, but I don't listen to everything, that this guy does. But something gave this guy the impression that you would let him back in, or I don't think the money would have continued to fly. Kind of sounds like you strung this dude along.
Finally, this is the last straw. He's basically trying to turn my streams into drama again, and I'm just not going to have it. No one knew who this person was until he went over there and started throwing money and talking shit about me, because that's what he did last night. He went in there and he started showing this streamer detractor videos of me. So, of course, this streamer is going to start talking. So what happens? All my detractors go over there and start throwing this person money because that's what they do. Anyone who says something negative about me, they throw them money, right? So now all day today, I got to see in my chat about this person. Fuck this shit. Fuck these disingenuous people who pretend like they're content creators and they're doing anything they can to make $1. Whether it's,
I'm pretty sure she's going to go back to doing the content that she was doing before this. You don't understand how quick people get bored of you, dude. You know what I mean? It's like...
abusing simps on the internet, fucking showing off their bodies and shit. That is 100...
abusing simps. So you're standing up for the simps. So you're standing up for Iron Cuck. But you just told him to fucking, eat shit out of your ass and get banned. But now apparently she's taking advantage. Got it.
Slutty behavior.
Ooh.
And it's borderline sex work, okay? It's exactly what it is, because you're doing it because there's people out there that are pathetic and think that they're fantasizing about you and that you're going to get fucking, we're going to get a relationship with that person. Of course they're not, but you don't care. You take their money anyway, and you enjoy it, and you go to the bank with it.
She was sitting there with her partner. I don't think the guy thought he had a shot.
Amaranth, give me a fucking break, right? Pokemon, they all do it. So no one's fucking stupid here. We know what the content is. If you want a bunch of simps, go for it. And those simps will...
You sound like you want simps, though. You sound like you're really mad that you're losing a simp. You sound jealous that other people have simps.
Will not be watching my content, because when they act like that, they will get my foot to their fucking ass and they'll never come back. Enough is enough. The drama is over. I don't care how much money he fucking throws at me. Iron Chef Sakai is Iron Chef cooked tonight and isn't coming back. Period. I've got better things to do with my time than deal with this bullshit. Okay.
That's certainly a way to talk to somebody who's given you an awful lot of money. And you're watching it right here. Look how quick somebody like this can turn on a person who has given them a lot of money. And he is just he cares more than he's letting on, obviously, because he wouldn't be behaving like this if he didn't care. He'd be like, oh, okay, whatever. Well, we're just gonna, move on. but they're all sluts, they're all whores, they're all bitches, they're all getting naked for money. And it's like, what are you talking about? It just goes to show how ignorant you are. You have no idea what was going on over there.
I got a couple, I actually got a couple subs there. Don't Be Koala gifted a sub, and World Runs on Money
Well, yeah, they're throwing money to make you feel better, of
gifted a sub.
course.
So thank you both. And Don't Be Koala just gifted another sub. Thank you, Don't Be Koala. So that's 3 more subs. Well, guys, in all reality, I got to get out of here within like 5 minutes. We're at 2:24. If anyone was thinking of contributing to hit this final goal, do it right now, because I literally cannot stay late tonight. All right? So I got to be gone in like 5 minutes. But I'm not saying you're going to or asking for it. I'm just saying sometimes people wait till the last minute. Like that's what happened on the first stream with Dr. Lexus, where he did that bomb at the end and it got all screwed up. Okay.
Yeah, it kind of just sounds like he's mad because people found, an angle that works for them. Like everyone's got a shtick, everyone's got something that works for them, whatever it is. But the thing about it is, this guy has a shtick too. No, it's not, I'm going to wear something that's low cut with, cleavage or, anything like that. He hasn't necessarily gone that route, but he's gone the begging, feel sorry for me, I'm so fucking sad and pathetic. Again, everyone's got a shtick. Everyone's got an angle that they work, whatever the fuck it might be,
End the night on a good note? Oh, I will. Again, I did just end it on a good note. I got the bad element out of the chat, and now we don't have to worry about this anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm sure nobody will go in YouTube or Kick today and say anything. It is shtick, but it's really, really bad. Again, it's just like playing the victim and pretending to care about video games. Hey, the dude clears 6 figures a year, every year, like clockwork. So it's gross, but it works. I mean, I'm not thinking, like, I'm glad that like Iron Dent won't be there anymore, but he's still throwing somebody else, ridiculous gobs of money, which goes to show he learned nothing. I'm sorry, but Iron Cuck learned nothing. He still won't go out and make some real connections with, organically with real people or anything. He's going to keep doing this. True, he's in a nicer, more protected setting, I think. Like I'm happy that he's gone, but he's learned nothing. And listen, when one door closes, another one opens. He's still got only Ice Cuck. There's still other people, whoever the fuck this Dumpy Koala is. Some people are saying that Rare Tricks is still there behind the scenes somewhere. There's still other people here,
Okay.
His shtick works, or he wouldn't pull 100 grand a year.
We don't. Let me throw this out. I'm just happy now we're not derailed. Now every day moving forward, we don't have to hear about this fucking guy acting like an asshole and talking shit about.
Yes, also remember, he does not over-moderate, but you can't talk about anybody else, you can't bring up anything else, you can't do anything else. Nope.
He's the one who actively went to someone else's stream and started talking shit about me and derailed my content for a whole day and a half. It's his fault. He's the only.
It didn't derail your content. You're in control of your content. It derailed the chat, maybe, but certainly not your content. You're still in charge, sir. You're gonna have to take some responsibility. Number one, if you would have been nice to him in the first place, none of this would have fucking happened. So let's start right there. If you were nice to people, you wouldn't abuse and take and take and take and take until they get so fucking angry that this is what happened. King Be Cruel snapped back. 1 Minute Man snapped back. Iron Cuck snapped back. Because they're tired of your bullshit and being treated poorly by you. So that's your responsibility. Nobody comes onto your stream and says, we're not doing this gameplay, we're going to talk about this, we're going to talk about that. That's fucking all on you, dude. You're the one who controls your stream. Again, it's your responsibility. If you don't like what they're going in there and saying, like how many times did this dude have to come in there and talk shit about you for you to finally go, damn, I gotta ban him. I can't get that money anymore. That's why this took so fucking long. Because you didn't want to ban him.
The one to point a finger at right now is him, because he was the one who was the asshole. Okay?
Yeah, he was definitely the one who was the asshole. This is why this dude ain't got no friends. This is why nobody wants to fucking deal with him. Even if you don't like what the guy did, just completely unappreciative. It's as if the dude never gave him $1. He tried to say Derek never gave him anything. But that's it. Everyone's worthless. Everyone's shitty. As soon as you're not going to kiss my ass and think I'm God, fuck you. Get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
It's pathetic. The level of insecurity that this dude has is through the fucking roof.
An Army of Tigers with a $5 super chat says, I loved this, bro. Well, thank you, Army of Tigers. I'm glad that you did. Like I said, we will definitely do another stream of this next week for sure.
I really don't think there's a whole lot left, but I'm just going to play it out.
Will there be diminishing returns, or will people like them and we'll continue to do them?
Oh, yeah. Will Legos garner diminishing returns? That's a great way to say it. I mean, Jesus Christ. This is a financial board meeting. Will Legos get diminished support?
We'll figure that out long term.
Diminished returns. Excuse me. Diminished returns.
Okay.
Gotta love it.
I got a $10 tip. Hi, Phil, bro. Have a nice day. This is awesome.
Iron Cuck said he's leaving Kick. He did say the high road. He did take the high road and said, no, I'm not going to charge back because it's petty. You know, let him keep the money. And honestly, that's pretty big of him. But he needs to move the fuck on with his life. He needs to go do something. Really. Like, I'm not trying to shit on the dude or anything, but you know, keep your money in your pocket, or if you're going to support creators, support responsibly, because this shit is just like, obviously it's for the lulz and everyone's whipped up about it right now and it's going to die down. But like, dude, seriously, find another community to go to where you can keep, you know, 99.99999% of your money in your pocket.
Awesome stuff. Thank you so much for whoever that was. $10 tip. Appreciate that. Excellent.
Well, see, that's the weird thing. The only reason why Iron Dent is here in the first place is, didn't he come from the Kino Casino garbage? So, I mean, already within like 6-7-ish months, you know, the Kino Casino shit, that's just about completely fucking over. Oh, and when Kino comes back, we know who's going to have a field day, for real.
Someone like Iron Chef Sakai, it's just a matter of time till they turn on you anyway. You can tell he's the kind of guy that the only reason he's around and contributing is because he wants attention, right? It's never enough for him. Like, it's not enough that you're shouting him out. It's not enough that you're talking with him and you're being nice. He wanted...
You mean kind of like how it's never enough for you? You have to be subscribed and you have to be a member and you have to like, and they have to talk to you in the chat and only talk to you and only talk about you and only talk about the game. And they have to give you ideas for what to play and ideas for the rewards and ideas for what to stream and when to stream and how to stream it, and help you through all your technical issues and give you more ideas on top of ideas. You mean like that? Oh, on top of all of their money, more and more and more money. You are a pain in the ass. You are 1.5 fucking full-time jobs. Just me covering you is almost a full-time job.
The sword, I gave him the sword, right? Right? And, you know, and that's not enough. It's never enough. Then he's disgruntled, he's angry, so I get rid of him. Then he wants back, I let him back. Oh, I want the sword again. What? Like, dude, it's never enough with these people. So,
he's got the audacity to say it's never enough for these people who give me thousands of dollars. Really? That is wild. That is some absolute, this is blissful ignorance and a lack of self-awareness if I've ever seen it. How dare he want me to be nice to him? Although, in all fairness, maybe the dude did want a lot of shit. I don't know. Yeah, the guy's got money in his wallet. Like, I don't know and I don't give a fuck. I don't know the dude, but, you know, yeah, he's got money in his wallet, but that shit ain't everything. Dude sounds needy as fuck.
To be truthful, as much...
Love me, daddy. Notice me, senpai. Here's more money, 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 money.
As helpful as...
Yeah, that's all you got, ain't it, dude? That's all you got.
It is to have someone like that in a community, and the fact that they're going to toss money at you, okay? Over time, you realize it's better to get the toxic out. It's going to be healthier overall for this community to not have that kind of element in it, you know? Sure, I would make a buck to have them in the community, but it ain't worth it. It's short term.
It was for a while because you let him come back after he talked mad shit about you. So, But now that you got exposed to an entire new audience of people who now see you and have discovered you and think that you're trash and a piece of shit, now all of a sudden you're upset.
Gain versus long-term success, and I'd rather have long-term success. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. All right. So I don't care. You can stop telling me that he's talking shit. Of course he is. The guy did an entire stream about me, unhinged, talking shit.
But you let him back in after that and you took his money.
Right?
You let him in and you took his money.
And then, you know, he comes back begging for forgiveness and acting nice.
Apparently, Iron Dent said that this dude emailed him asking where he was and when he was going to come give him more money. I can't, you know, testify to any of that. But from what I was getting updates all night, apparently that's what he said at one point. Iron Cuck said this dude was emailing him, asking him, you know, where he is and where was it? Well, not where he was, but where was his money?
Throwing money around. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's just ridiculous. Like, I don't want to hear about him anymore. Like, I don't care that he donated to anyone. I don't care. In fact, I don't want to hear it again. If I see it again, I'm just going to start banning. I don't care. It has nothing to do with me, right?
I would also like to see the email. This is after Legos last night. This was after he, of course, cut the video for YouTube and he went unrecorded. This was just on his stream.
Yes, I did give him endless chances. I was trying to be nice.
I'm sure he messages a lot of his whales. I think there has been some proof that he's like emailed people who like maybe came in and gave him a bunch of money and then like hadn't come back for a while. Yeah, there's like maybe 1 Minute Man. There's someone somewhere, I don't remember who, but like I get proof, quote unquote, that like if someone comes in and drops money and then kind of like bails out for a while, he reaches out and kind of goes, hey man, what's going on?
To the guy and explain to him logically why I couldn't remod him, but it's never enough.
He can pretend like he hates people all the fuck he wants. Why was Stuttering Craig still in his fucking Discord chats? Because we found out that he messaged Craig a couple of months ago. What the fuck does he want with Craig? Didn't he tell Craig to go suck a dick? But yet he was still messaging Craig, you know? Well, when he hits the 150, then it gets raised to, then it hits 300. You guys know how it goes. Remember the 50, 100, 150? Well, when he gets the 150, then he pushes it to 300. If he hits the 3, then it goes to 450. If he hits 456 and so on. It goes in 150 increments now instead of 50. It used to go 50.
Okay. Oh, I got a $5 tip. Anonymous $5 tip here.
Hey, Galaxy, what's going on, honey?
And then I got an $11 tip. Let's hit the goal from an anonymous tipper. So we got 11 and 5. We just got 16. But guys, I gotta get going. Like, I'm not kidding.
We did the Lego stream. I think we're all okay. I'm all right.
I can't be around all night.
I'm ready to see what's going to happen today because even though Iron Cuck will not be joining us today on Philipher's stream, I don't know. I just feel like maybe something will happen. I don't know.
Ugh.
It's really, really hard for this dude to keep his mouth shut. He's so classy. Just straight half throwing up on the microphone.
For 254.
Iron Dent got himself banned. He came over here talking massive smack. He was trying to get banned. So.
For now.
He was in here trying to cause a ruckus. Not in my chat, but in Phil's. He went in there causing a ruckus. That was what he wanted to do.
254.
What did you miss? Iron Cuck's gone.
Can we hit it now or not? Because again, it's going to have to be one person with a big contribution or else.
Well, if you wouldn't have kicked out your biggest fucking whale and treated him like garbage, you might be over $300 by now. But you're stupid. You're stupid and you're mean.
Get out of here. I can't be here all night. Okay? Last chance.
Last chance. Like he's doing you a favor by taking your money from you. That's wild. Listen to the language. It's your last chance to give me money. Crazy. Like I can't even deal. Everyone's got clips, Galaxy. Go check out all the clips. Iron Cuck will be back on a sock account. No, I think he's over it, dude. I think he's over this shit. I really am. I think he's over this. I don't think he's going to stop being a simp, which, like, it doesn't fucking matter, you know, either way. But at least, like, don't do it for this guy. Don't do it for this guy.
Well, just so you know, Dumpy Koala, everyone is saying you're an ICS sock, just to warn you. I have no idea if you are or not. I have no evidence to prove that or disprove it. I've never even thought about it. But just so you know, this is going to be the new thing everyone's talking about now because everyone just said
He only said that because he wants to confirm. He's trying to figure it out. That's the only reason why he said that out loud.
that over on the YouTube side. They just said you're his sock. So just so you know, because you're going to have to, now people are going to be saying that endlessly. This is what these idiots do.
I streamed it. My stream is up from last night. You can check it out. I think Tevin was streaming it. Of course, you can go check out the guys, but I don't think you'll catch this. But Snort Hogan's got it. Duty's got it. Somebody else. I can't remember.
Yakuza's tomorrow night, Jeff. Yakuza's tomorrow night, and we'll continue. See how it goes.
Raw Phil's obviously got the footage.
I'm honestly hoping to get more attendance and more support for Yakuza. Last stream didn't go so well, but I'm going to be honest. I'm not expecting that at all. I'm thinking that it's going to kind of sputter out because all the Yakuza games have done that recently, All right, looks like that's it, guys. All right.
We know that this dude drank himself into oblivion, so I'm going to guess he won't be on time.
Well, I want to say thank you to everyone. Oh, there's a lot.
Yeah, this is unrecorded because he was calling Amaranth and Pokimane and everyone sluts and whores and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, Galaxy, go catch up, honey.
Lucky Cat Lego set.
You miss a little, you miss a lot, I'm telling you.
Really? Only 280 pieces, $30. All right. We're not going to buy any new Legos right now anyway. Let's do the next two succulent streams, see how those go, and we'll go from there.
Didn't you say 10 minutes ago?
But I want to
you got
say
5
thank
minutes?
You. This was a great stream, regardless of the morons trying to derail it. It was a great stream. I had a great time. I hope that you all had a great time.
Galaxy Brain, Iron Cuck is cat? Absolutely not. No way. No way, because there's no way they'd go and give money to somebody else. Galaxy, thanks for the $2 super chat, honey.
All right. I wish you all the best. Have a good night. Remember, tomorrow, my final consecutive streaming day of the week. We'll have a nice podcast in the morning. I'll recap what happened tonight, how well it went, that we're doing another one. We'll talk more about.
How did it take him 2 hours to get the Lego thing done? Oh, no, sir. The Lego thing is not done. It comes in like 3 sections. There's 3 booklets. We got through 1 booklet.
About the upcoming goal rewards and the like. And then the first stream tomorrow is more Call of Duty, Black Ops 6, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles event. Because it went so well yesterday, I want to do another stream of it. And tomorrow night is Like a Dragon, Yakuza Pirates in Hawaii. We'll see how it does as a late stream. Hopefully it does good. And that's my streaming week. Next week will be a full 6-day streaming week. While this week's only 5.
Yeah, y'all. Seriously, if you didn't see last night, I'm not your mom. I can't tell you what to do, but seriously, go catch up on last night.
That's it. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I hope that you guys will join me tomorrow. Everyone have a good night. Peace out. See you in the morning. And thanks for a great Lego stream. Good night.
Yeah, go fuck yourself. Okay, so that was his little freak out banning of Iron Cuck or whatever. So we listened to that. So the guy is going to be here supposedly any minute. I don't know how you can just habitually not fucking be on time. Not that I care if people sell themselves. I just get annoyed when people act like that's not what it is. Yeah, pretty much. So we'll kind of see how that goes here. And we'll just hang out here with Raw Phil because I don't want to jump into anything. Because the other day we were right in the middle of a poorly cooking stream and then we had to jump over. It was just kind of annoying to me. I hate leaving things unfinished. So I don't know though. Why am I pausing this? I'm so silly. What do you guys think? Do you think anything will be addressed today? Because we know he won't be there. We know Iron Chef won't be there. He's probably all set up and just sitting there. Oh, here we go. Okay. I have a couple things on my stove, so I'm going to go check on those, and then I'll return. But we'll just check out the guy. We may have to change it to an I don't care counter. I'm gonna take out beg. I'm just gonna put it as counter. And then we'll have to see what kind of counter we want it to be.
What is going on, everyone? Coming fresh off of an awesome day yesterday.
Don't say coming fresh ever again.
Including the premiere of DSP Builds It. We're going to talk all about how it went down, the basic takeaways that we have from it, the results, and if we're going to be doing it again, and more. Plus, today we'll be talking PSVR2 price drop, as well as a new addition to my setup. Could you say 3 cameras? And also, this is the final streaming day of the month for me, and that means it is a final opportunity to have a strong finish. And we're going to be doing it right by doing a second stream of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles event in Call of Duty Black Ops 6. I'm very excited for it. In fact, so is the background, which is all the colors of the turtles today. Should be an exciting one. All of this and more on today's.
I mean, he's been downfalling for like 15 years, but you got to remember Iron Dent came from Kino Casino. So it's not like he's been around for 10 years or whatever. You know what I mean? Sure, he's losing a fuck ton of money. He's losing a chunk. We can't lie and say that it's any different. Damn, I meant to fix my okay boomer emote. Damn it.
Positive episode of the Level 1 Podcast. Alrighty, everybody. Good morning and welcome. Today is Thursday, the 27th of February, 2025. I'm DSP. It's my final streaming day of the month, and I hope that you're all as excited as I am for the fun today. Like I said, Ninja Turtle setup today in full swing. We've got red, orange, blue, and purple all in the color setup to celebrate the colors of the Ninja Turtles.
You are so excited about that.
Because today is TMNT Day in Black Ops 6. Now, admittedly, I was very skeptical of this the other day when we played it. I was like, man, I don't know. All of these freaking pop culture IPs that are having tie-ins with Call of Duty, a lot of them are just kind of stupid, and I don't get it. It seems like they're just trying to get microtransactions, but admittedly,
Boomer doesn't understand.
You were actually able to play on a special map. You were able to
it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Super Strike. Big ups.
Transform into a Ninja Turtle after a certain amount of kills. And
what's up, pimps and pimpettes, or do we go by a different name here? You can say pimps and pimpettes. I fangirled once. Judy called me pimp. I was I fangirled about it. It's okay.
Basically, you didn't have to spend any money to do it. I was having a really good time, and so was the audience. And I was like, this is probably the way that you should do it. Although then I found out that in order to actually permanently unlock Ninja Turtle stuff,
the more you mess with it, the more it all falls out, right?
You either had to grind for a ridiculously long amount of time or pay $20 a pop for the turtles. And I was like, good Lord. We'll talk about that today. I'm actually very excited to jump back into it because we had so much fun the other day. Okay. But today we got a lot to talk about. I want to talk about what happened with Lost Records yesterday. Luckily, we are going to be at the end of the game. Ugh, what a slog that has been. The Lego stream, DSP Builds It. I want to talk all about that and how that went. And how, based off of that, we've got ideas for future streams. But my hair is so puffy, it's out of control today. Like, I'm looking at it and I'm like, I just can't get it to stay. Look, it's like puffing over here. It's puffing over here. It's wild. All right, I guess I'm just going to stop touching it because it's not going to probably settle down. It's just going to be horrible for the whole show.
Well, you've only had an hour to fucking get it right before you came on camera. And it's almost noon where you live, so.
Whatever. Okay, so anyway, based off yesterday's streams, particularly DSP Builds It, we now know how things are going to go moving forward with this. We have some cool new things in the background, which I'm going to.
Dumpy Koala gifted 1 sub. They've gifted 70 subs to this channel. Wow. We might have found our new whale here.
Show you. All right. And now we can work on some awesome new stuff in the future. Consider, next week we're going to do another one, and we'll talk all about that today. And as a direct result of last night's streams, all right, I have something new in the setup, although I don't know if it's working. You ready to test it? We're going to do shout outs in a second. Thank you guys so much for all these subs that are coming in. I'm going to give you a shout out in a second. All right, let's test it. I have no idea if this is about to work. Ready?
Oh, wow. What he should have fucking had last night. Wow. What he should have fucking had last night.
Well, it was working, and it looks like it froze. This is what I was afraid of. It looks like the camera froze. I wonder if I can even get it to refresh or not. I'll try, but I don't know if it's going to work. So I have a 3-camera setup, but it's looking like it's a little rough. And what I mean by that is, I'm not exactly sure
Please don't tell me we have to do tech. Please. I'm not in the mood.
if it's going to fully work or not, or if it's going to end up crashing. This is supposed to be 60 frames right now, and it's not. Let me see if I can fix that.
We don't need to see your stupid ass in 60 frames. What is wrong with you?
Wow. I can't get it to go 60 frames, it looks like. It won't actually let me change anything. Huh.
He'll continue the one he's doing. I don't think he'll necessarily do another set.
Have to work on. But a 3-camera setup, folks. That's right. So I've got my regular camera. We've got the wide angle shot. And then we've got a new top-down shot for when I'm doing Legos. So 3 cameras. Pretty awesome, huh? The thing is, when I'm doing the Legos, what I'll do, this wide angle camera, I'll have it pan down so that it's actually showing me from there. Like, it'll show the Legos here.
Just lose the fucking camera in the upper right. It is completely unnecessary. You do not need it. Actually, you don't need either one of those.
Here, like we did last night. And then we'll actually have me building the Legos right here. Okay? So here's the thing. It's supposed to be all the cameras at 1080p 60 frames, but I don't think my setup will even handle it. Like, I've been trying, like, mess around. I don't even think my setup will do it. I keep having issues with one of the cameras kind of like turning off. So I think that I'm gonna have some limitations doing it this way. Like, there's no real way to get it to fully work this way. They're not all crystal clear. Well, they're not going to be, you know. I don't even know if I can get this one to work with hand commands right now. Oh, I can. Cool. I got this one to work with hand commands, so this one will follow me around. See that? I got one to follow me around with AI. See? Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's cool every time you do it. Wake me up when this shit is over.
Oh, no, don't. See, some people are getting the wrong impression. Okay? This 3-camera setup will literally only be for special events like Lego nights. That's it. That's the only way this is going to work. Why?
How much did this thing that was for Lego nights going to cost him?
Why? Because this right here that I'm pointing to, this is the top-down camera to see the desk here. But this camera blocks my shot for when I'm playing games. Like, I would not be able to see right now play a game. It's right in front of the camera. So there's no way that I'd be able to play a game right now. So this is only for special events. So, for example, like
yeah, come on, y'all. Make sure we hit another fucking goal today. I just bought a 3rd superfluous fucking camera.
Lego nights where we're building.
I'll be expecting your money now.
Pack openings. Like when I'm going to open these packs of WWE cards. Maybe that can work. The thing is, I would have to set it up so that I guess PPP could see it too, which is kind of tricky because I might have to change my OBS virtual camera because I have 2 different camera sources. And the one is the full screen one for the show, and the other one would have to be, I'd have to think about that. I might be able to get that to work. So we could actually open up the WWE packs right here to show you what's in each pack. Yes. Right now, so now you can see this is actually how I'm playing Call of Duty right now on my keyboard and mouse setup, as you can see.
We all understand how to play a game on the keyboard. We've all been doing it for a significant number of years.
See here? Also, the other
yes,
problem
we know.
with this is the only way to get this to work, all right, is to have this attached to this arm, and you see it. It's a.
How long has he been using OBS? I would assume like 16 years.
Big bendy metal arm, okay, that attaches to the desk, but that does this. Watch, ready? See how it wiggles? It's not that bad, but if I'm building the Legos, it's going to kind of wobble. So it's
Well, you're the one who bought that cheap ass fucking desk.
not the perfect setup, but it's definitely something cool. I'm actually impressed it's even working semi. Like, I don't think that I can do 3 cameras at 1080p 60 frames. I'm trying to do it and it doesn't seem to work. But then again, it might be a cable limitation because I think I'm using a USB extension cable that may be 2.0, and maybe if I got like a 3.0 extension cable, then maybe this camera here would actually do 60 frames. I don't know. What's funny is if I turn one off, I think I can actually get 60 frames on 2 at one time. I don't know. Anyway, no, Dave says, can you do this during fighting games? No. Like, honestly, the answer is no. Why? Because this cannot be here during a fighting game. I can't see my TV. This is only for non-gameplay setup.
This is some 220 boomer shit right here.
All right, so for non-gameplay, I can do this. So Legos, pack openings, things I'm doing here. Hell, we could even do this for DSP Tries It.
What in the hell does he have on his feet?
Where I could show you this special view of the food, and then I could go full screen to eat the food, right? We could do that. By the way, is this 60 frames or 30? No, this is 60. Yeah, okay. Okay. See, it's so weird. It is, like, this setup is so weird, having all these cameras on. This is 60, yeah. But, yeah. So we could have, like, a top-down view. We could go over here, top-down view of the food here, right? And then me eating it closer. Yes, we could do that. So this is cool.
That's what we've all been waiting for, a top-down view of his food.
It is cool. It's cool to have all this technology, but it's just not, like, let me put it this way. It's not, oh yeah, it froze again. Look, the camera just froze again. You see what I mean? Like, it's just not
because everything is screaming for help, sir.
Perfected, and I don't think that really the tech is meant to be used this crazy, which is silly because you think maybe it should be, right? Of course it should be. I own the hardware. Why does it keep, see, now it's working again. See?
This is like someone in like 1975, like being on like a home video camera for the first time, like waving at it and dancing and doing something silly. You know, those like old like VHS, like, you know, movies or whatever from like 60s, 70s, 80s. And it was like, you know, fairly new and it was expensive. So maybe some people finally got like the home video camera and everyone sees, like they look over and see they're on camera and they make a funny face. Like that's what this is. This is like 50 fucking years ago. The dude's only 42.
Now, did I do anything wrong? No, it just decided to malfunction. I didn't do anything. It just malfunctioned.
Don't you guys hate when your things just decide they're going to malfunction? Personally, I fucking hate that. I hate when my shit just decides that it's going to malfunction. What did he say the other day? Oh, my computer restarted and updated it when I didn't ask it to.
Out of nowhere. So it could be the motherboard.
His setup is becoming self-aware and trying to kill itself.
I don't know. It could be. I think I need to get a.
I wouldn't be surprised, nor would I blame it.
Get another USB extension cable because the USB cable I'm using for this camera right now is a very old one, and so it might just be its old tech, and I need to get a better, like a full.
He's a little tricky to skip because I kind of want to skip this, obviously, because we have a little bit of skip juice, and this is just boring as fuck. But you never know when someone's going to say something in the chat. And if you skip ahead even like 20 seconds, you could miss the beginning of some crazy bullshit.
USB 3.0 high quality extension cable. So I might look into that and like get it off of Amazon soon and stuff like that. Okay. We'll see. Let's see if I end up using this next week or not. I think this would be cool for building the Lego here. Right, and showing you the up close stuff because, like last night, I was saying here's a piece and here's a piece and here's a piece, and you guys were trying to see it, but it wasn't as good, right?
I did not see the Pokemon thing today. I saw it briefly as I was scrolling through YouTube, but I didn't take the time. The classic style individual that I am, it's very hard for me to recognize anything after Gen 1 Pokemon, but I don't really know what any of that is about. No.
My CPU use is probably high. Absolutely not. My CPU use is 0.6%. I'm not even kidding. Let's take a look at my GPU use. My GPU use is...
Look at this lean. Look, we've got multiple angles of lean.
70%. So still not bad. Yeah, everything is fine there. It's just, I'm telling you, it's the limitations of my setup. And like I said, I think this motherboard on this PC isn't very good. So because of that, we have issues and malfunctions with the cameras where it's like right now this is supposed to be 60 frames. As you can see, it's only 30. That's supposed to be a 60 frame shot, and I can't even adjust it.
You're putting together Legos, dude. We're not watching you remove someone's liver. Like, it will fucking be okay.
So anyway, I'm just messing around.
We'll get the gist of it if you're putting together Legos or eating French fries. It's not like some kind of autopsy video that we're going to need to study or something.
Obviously, this is not anything super important right now. I just wanted to show you.
Are we doing the I don't care counter? What kind of a counter do you guys want today? Do you want to do a beg counter? Do you want to try for an I don't care counter? Do you have a different idea? By all means, throw it in the chat.
Some of the cool things that I can actually do with technology. If I can get it to work. Okay, here we go. I got that. Okay. I was trying to get my camera to stop auto.
Yeah, Michelle Trachtenberg passing away. I loved Buffy, so it made me very sad.
Adjusting for the podcast, so I did. So anyway, yeah, that's something new that maybe we will implement for a Lego stream next week, or like you said, for unpacking cards, maybe on Smart Guys. We got to look at this to see if I can get it to work. I think the way it works is I can have this virtual camera be various different video sources. Yeah, I actually can. I'm looking at it right now. So if I change it, and then I start and stop the virtual camera, I can actually have it be something different. That's actually pretty good. Yeah. Interesting. All right, anyway. So before we get to anything, I just wanted to show that to you. Let's do some shout-outs because we have a ton of shout-outs to do already today. All right? So let's start.
Oh, boy. Listen, you guys, a ton. A ton.
Here on Kick. Holy crap, you guys went crazy this morning. We had World Runs on Money. Gifted 1, 2, 3. So
yeah, she was 39. Yeah, that was hard. I guess she had I didn't make the liver joke anything about her, but yeah, I guess she had like a liver transplant. I didn't know she was having those kinds of problems
this morning. So thank you to World Runs on Money for 3 gifted subs.
I heard that about Gene Hackman too, and everyone was like, "Oh, geez, was it like like a murder, a suicide thing or whatever?" But then the dog, and so yeah, carbon monoxide poisoning. How awful! That is so sad.
By the way, how do you like my Ninja Turtles font for today? In honor of the Ninja Turtles event in Call of Duty, I hope you like it.
You are such a weirdo, dude.
Then we had Dumpy Koala.
Was Gene Hackman 90? Damn.
Gifted 2 subs. Thank you, Dumpy Koala. And then Kickin' Natty.
No, Sarah Michelle Gellar didn't die. Michelle Trachtenberg, who was Dawn on Buffy the Vampire Slayer. She was in a bunch of other movies. A lot of people were talking about like Euro Trip and everything. Michelle Trachtenberg, not Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Kickin' Natty gifted 1 sub. So just with the subs on Kick so far this morning, we're at $30 of support. Thank you so much, 6 gifted subs. Now, I'm just going to say this up front. It's the last day of the month, okay? For me, I'm not here tomorrow.
We got to do a beg counter. It's the last day of the month. I think we got to go beg counter, but here's the thing. I can always tap, and we can change it up.
When I come back, it'll already be into March.
Wow. I had no idea that March came after February. Thank you. Can you come over here and teach me how to put my shoes on?
Okay. Today, any support you guys give me on Kick will help me tremendously. Why? Because Kick pays the first week of the month.
Going to 2.
So any subs you gift today and help the streams will 100% help me in the next week. So if you're on Kick today and you're feeling generous, you want a last final positive push to...
I think you got rid of the most generous person, didn't you?
Help me out in my content. Today would be a great day to give some subs to the channel. It would help
3.
a lot. Okay? Thank you for that. Okay. Mozzie has our first super chat of the day, $2, and says, "Hey, Phil, can you do a typing program ASMR stream?" Well, I don't think the mic is going to pick up the keyboard clicks, honestly. So in that regard, I'm not so sure how it would work. But
No, I don't think Iron Cuck even
I don't
wants
know.
to be there. I think he's happy getting. I don't know. There are some people who like to be treated like shit, but I don't really think he likes it.
What we would ever want to do.
He wants attention, but I don't think he wants bad attention. He was just dealing with bad attention
for like a keyboard stream or whatever. I'm not sure. One of the things that people have been talking about is me doing a actual stream of like recording my hands playing Street Fighter to see what it's like.
That must be something, because Rawphil's still live. Because his timer's still running. So it must be something with Phil?
To see what it's like when...
Hold, please. There we go.
To see what it's like when...
Oh, okay. We're having some difficulties. I don't know if it's on Rawphil's end or Phil's end. I'm not sure. Hell, it might be mine, but I don't think so. Oh, so his is fucking up. All right. You guys are such legends. I appreciate y'all so much. Oh, it's on Phil.
It looks like my internet dropped.
You guys, absolute legends, letting me know.
Out and came right back. Which means it can't be a DDoS attack, because if it was a DDoS attack, it wouldn't have come back that fast. Weird. The chats are dead, though. I don't know what happened here. Let's see. This is no internet access, yet I'm broadcasting. How is that possible? Yeah, it's working, because I can see the chat is moving here. So I'm back, but the chats on my laptop are dead. How is that possible?
Oh, no. It might be safe to just do a little skipperoonie.
I have no internet here, but internet over here. That doesn't even make sense. Let's see if I got internet.
The first thing he always thinks is a DDoS attack. Always.
Here. I do. And we're all plugged into the same thing. Oh, but it's very slow.
I didn't watch Lex's stuff. No, we did the Lego stream last night, so of course we heard a lot about it, but did I actually watch it? No, I heard she did a great job, though. I think a lot of people had a lot of fun, and that's really cool.
Something wrong here with the internet. It's bad. I can't even load anything right now.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This could go bad today.
As you guys can see, no, it crapped out again. Yeah, the internet is crapping out bad. Yep. The internet
yeah, they finished
really
the flower,
right
the
now.
succulents, excuse
Great.
me.
Well, let me go back to the regular shot. I'm going to have to wait, I guess, and see if it stops fluctuating and see if it'll come back, because right now the internet is nearly dead. Looks like someone's messing with the internet. Yeah. When I say that, again, it's not a DDoS attack. If it were a DDoS attack...
Someone's messing with the internet.
The internet would be turning off completely, and my actual...
He's in the chat.
...would be cycling, and that's not what's happening. It looks like it's dropping, then coming back to full, then dropping, then coming back to full. So, there's noise in the lines today. Here. Hey, everyone. FYI, it's my internet. Looks like it's going up and down again. So we may have to wait for it to solidify to actually stream well. Yeah, it's not. I can tell you right now, like I'm just trying to load X on my gaming PC and it's not loading properly. It keeps saying, not loading, try again. All right, it may be coming back now because my chats are coming back. Whoa. All right, it looks like everything's starting to come back now because all my chats are coming back now, catching up.
Well, at this current moment, he's having internet problems, so.
Yeah. It's my ISP. My ISP must be having some issues this morning. Okay. Yep, now everything's loading again. Okay.
Oh, hooray. Oh, thank God, you guys. I know we were all waiting on bated breath. Like, what the fuck would we do?
Yep, it's my ISP, guys. Don't worry, because some people always freak out and they're like, oh my God, Phil's getting attacked. It's a DDoS attack. It's not a DDoS.
Nobody thinks that. You are the only paranoid little weirdo who thinks that. No one thinks this.
Attack. A DDoS attack, I recognize, because what happens is the modem literally turns off and it forces a reset, which means a full reboot, and it didn't do that. It was just like going down, coming up, going down, coming up, like big spikes. So that means there's issues with my ISP and the internet lines. So sorry about that. All right, continuing on from what we were doing. All right.
How's our favorite gamer chick trapped in a pig's body doing today?
So, Mozzie had done a $2 super
complaining about his internet
chat, and it said, could you do like an ASMR typing stream? I don't know realistically typing how entertaining that would be, right? But
how fucking entertaining was Lego, bro?
I was gonna say was with this new shot, a lot of fighting game streamers do fighting game streams with their joysticks to show their joystick and how, you know, what they're inputting. The only way that I could do that would be I would have to find a way to reposition the camera, because right now the camera is blocking my TV, so I literally cannot play a game with the camera in this position. Maybe if I were to move the camera to the side, like here, perhaps, and it would.
Well, we were talking about this brand new camera angle that the fool should have had last night for Legos, but he didn't. But now apparently we're all ready for it. Of course, a day late and a fucking dollar short, as always.
I'd have to like bend underneath.
He did not finish Legos. There's 3 booklets of instructions. He got through 1 booklet, so I'm just kind of calling it like 33% done. He didn't start. He was live for like a little bit over an hour before he even opened the box.
The microphone, maybe then I could have it go here. I don't know. It's something to figure out. I'm not really too concerned with it right now. I'm just experimenting with my hardware and my stuff I have. And, I think for Lego nights, this will be nice. Maybe for the card unpacking, if I can figure out how to get this to work with the virtual camera so that when I'm doing Smart Guys, we can unpack it and show the cards as I'm unpacking them or whatever. That could be.
He's really doing this. I don't think we're allowed to ask ourselves that question anymore.
But we'll figure it out. Okay? We'll figure it out. You know what I'm thinking is
that you're stupid.
The reason I can't get 60 frames is because it's actually doing this in 4K. This might actually be 4K resolution.
For God's sake, I don't know what tism you're having right now, but get on with it.
We can get it to consistently work.
Like, I'm not in the mood today.
Great, but I don't know if we'll get it to consistently work or not. By the way, my internet just blipped again, so definitely there's issues with the internet today. Yeah, I don't know what's causing it. My fault. Wrong screen there. Yeah, the internet is having issues, so I think this podcast, we're going to have some problems. But hopefully it solidifies by the time that we go to play Call of Duty. Okay? All right, so anyway, so I did the shout-outs for Kick, and I did the shout-outs for that super chat. Big Papa Phil gifted a membership, so that's our first member for today.
Oh, there you go. Someone loves you.
And now my internet's crapping out again. Yep, it's completely crapping out again. And now it's coming back. Wow. The internet is bad today, guys. I'm sorry. Yeah, awful. Yikes. You're just going to have to keep hitting refresh. It's not, again, it's not a DDoS, because if it were a DDoS, my modem would be turning off and on, and that's not happening. It's issues with the
Take
internet
a deep
lines
breath.
today, which we haven't had this happen all week, so it must be something going on today with my ISP.
How do you do this for 10 years and be so incompetent? We're going up. This is season 17.
Annoying. We're missing some sub shout outs for Dumpy Koala. Okay. Well, if I can get my internet to work, I'll check.
Yeah, you're going to have to work, guy. It's okay. Some people are starving and won't be able to get anything to eat today. Your internet's kind of blippy. You're okay. You're okay, guy. You're still in your 3-bedroom condo in your gated community in one of the most expensive cities in the country to live in with your car that you've got paid off. You're okay.
Well, this sucks. In the meantime, I'm going to blow my nose. So I think I'll pause the recording and go blow my nose. I'll be right back. Duh. Comcast?
Is there bad weather in his area?
They're fucking it up.
No, it's good there. $60. Boy, that must be nice.
Yeah, it's Comcast is all over the place. I don't even know what to say. I just got to sit here and wait for it to try to solidify. So I don't even know if I should continue or if I should wait a few minutes. I'm not recording right now. I paused the recording.
Okay. Hooray. Are you looking to do unrecorded begments?
Should I try to continue? I was told Dumpy Koala gifted more subs, but I don't even know if I could check it. I actually have no clue if I can even check it or not.
He considers 60 hot. Yeah, I bet he does. Hello, sir?
The Epstein files have broken the internet, did they? Did they actually release the Epstein files this morning? Did they? I was looking for that. I didn't see that.
You were looking for that? Okay. 73 and sunny where you are? Ooh, nice.
All right. I'm just going to wait a minute because we're in the green. I'm going to see if
60 and sunny. 6-mile-an-hour wind, nice light gentle breeze. Couldn't be more beautiful there. I'm not saying that he's not having internet issues. It's just sometimes it's weather related.
it stays in the green. Let's find out. Let me also let me see if I can open this up because you guys have said Dumpy Koala had gifted more subs. So let's see. We had oh yeah, he had done a 5-sub bomb earlier. Okay. For some reason that 5-sub bomb did not show up in my queue.
Oh no.
But it is showing up in my
you guys
Kick revenue page. So I will count that. We'll do a shout out right now. All right, let's continue. Here we go.
Can we not talk about money anymore?
5 minutes. My internet is up and down today. I'm going to just roll with the show. If there's internet connectivity issues and those watching live can't see it, watch it on demand later today on the channel because I'm recording right now locally as well. That's why I record locally, so that way you can actually see the content I put out, even if there's internet issues, okay? All right, so it looks like Dumpy Koala had actually gifted a 5-sub bomb earlier, but for some reason it hadn't shown up in my queue.
You literally just said that.
But it's legit.
You just said
Dumpy
this.
Koala for 5 additional subs that we didn't count yet. So that means that Dumpy Koala is now at 7 for the day.
Oh boy, I know everyone's so excited for you.
The additional 5 subs. That means we're at $60 of support so far. Let's continue on with the show. And again, apologies for tech issues. Let's see what happens. Hopefully it solidifies here.
Hopefully it solidifies. Ugh.
And there's a troll here, so I'm gonna ignore them, and I think we're good. Okay. All right, so folks, let's actually get to some of the meat of the show today. After messing around with these cameras, it's still working. It is still working. Yeah, I see. You think that's what it is? I think this camera has defaulted to.
Oh my fucking God.
You did one more too. World runs on money. When did you do it? Let's see.
More money.
In my queue, let me try to refresh this. So hopefully now the queue will work. All right, so thank you, World Runs on Money, for another sub. So now we are at 65 in support and climbing. Thank you guys again. Today,
I'm so happy for you. Truly, I am. Are you going to do anything?
kick support is critical and helps a ton. Because today, any kick support you give me, I'm going to get that payment next week. It will help a ton. So anyone on Kick today, if you want to support the stream, would really appreciate Kick gifted subs today. Okay,
5.
Thank you. Okay, so let's talk about yesterday. Let's talk about the day that was Wednesday the 26th, because a bunch happened yesterday. Okay, first off, I covered the story of Dragon Age Veilguard now being on PS Plus and how these very... And my idea of a video game is I want to do something in a game. Flying acrobatics and stomps on giant turtles in real life. This is what I never understood. Games like... What was the name of the game? I can't even remember. Dreams or whatever? From the makers of Little Big... do the job and get paid for it. Instead of doing it of my own volition, it doesn't seem to make sense, right? You know, you might think, what about a game like Job Simulator or Power Wash Simulator, right? But those are funny games. Power Wash Simulator is not a real game where you're washing. It basically has different nozzles and skill levels. There's incredibly tedious. It takes a lot of time and work. You get sore doing it. It's not fun. Power Wash is some element of fun and fantasy, okay? Lost Records seems to have forgotten that completely. It's not fun and there's no fantasy. It's just like simulated friends, which is fucking bizarre.
I don't know. You might like that. You know, if you could force someone to be your friend who can't run away.
You know? Now, the worst part about it is every single stream I've done of this game, it hints at something greater. You know, the first stream, they were all becoming friends, and there was this element of, you know, something weird's going on. They're getting bullied. This weird magic stuff starts coming out of. It's incredibly frustrating, right? If anything, I think what game developers really need to start focusing on in the future is pacing. They don't understand the concept of pacing in a narrative, okay? So I'll give you a perfect example.
No, please don't. In fact, skip.
These games today, they really suffer from bad pacing. And I think that's what actually, in a lot of ways, is killing some of my streams. Because it's not that the games are bad, but every game has a chance to make a first impression, right? And if the first time you're watching someone play a game, it's literally 2.5 hours of cutscenes, 15 minutes of gameplay, you're probably going to be turned off and be like, I don't want to come back for this. I don't even want to give it a chance. I wanted to be entertained, and I can't be entertained because I'm just watching a movie, right? With Lost Records, I'm sorry. It's so far in the 6.5 to 7 hours I've played it, I've been entertained for about 30 minutes. Now, the 30 minutes I was entertained, I actually really enjoyed. I just wish that I could have had more of that instead of sitting around bored, seeing some really, again, liberal leftist writing where every girl in this game just happens to be bisexual or completely gay, and they all have crushes on each other, and they're doing witchcraft. I'm not kidding you. Yes, witchcraft, blood sacrifices, and issuing curses on their enemies. That's really good, you know, stuff, role model stuff for our children, isn't it? I really would like my
Oh, that's where we're gonna go with this. And you've never been a teenage girl if you haven't tried to cast a curse on somebody at some point. If you've never done that, you've never been a young girl.
daughter to play this game, so she thinks that it's okay to cut her finger open and mix her blood with someone else while wishing them pain and vengeance and curses and suffering. I'm not kidding. That's the game. So, yeah, it's pretty bad in that regard. All right, but then
You picked this game. I don't know anything about it and don't particularly care, but you picked this. So
something interesting happens. I want to
unpick
keep
it?
playing it. So anyway, here's the good news. The game will finish the next time I play it. All right, the very next time I play Lost Records, it's the conclusion. And people are saying it's less than 2 hours left. So we'll and by the way, everyone's like, yes, actually, the shit hits the fan at the end of this game. Like now, crazy stuff is about to start happening that you'll probably like till the end of the game. But I had to get through 6 hours of boring bullshit to get to the interesting part. Compare that with Life is Strange.
Why don't you just skip video games with women in it? Because it's just becoming like clearer by the day that you have a problem with women.
Where even though, yes, it has teen angst and liberal themes and a bisexual main character, at least it's paired with supernatural powers and a murder mystery plot and things that are interesting to keep you going, right? You're not just sitting there like, oh God, when does something happen? When does something happen? I'm so bored. So, yeah, you know, it's pretty disappointing, but at the same time, I'm curious to see how it ends, and we are going to finish it up next week on a night stream, okay? Okay, now, by the way, once again, this camera malfunctioned. I'm serious. Look, it froze again. So, like, he builds it, which was my first ever Lego stream. And here's what we actually made during that stream. We made this Lego succulent plant.
This is what he got done. If you didn't see everything that happened last night, this is what he got done in 2.5 hours. Just want everyone to see it. Okay.
On the left-hand side, it's an aloe vera plant. Oh, it froze again. Well, there, at least we got a freeze frame. So on the left-hand side is an aloe vera plant. In the middle, it's some kind of like an orange blossom. And on the right, it's supposed to be another kind of a succulent that has like a bunch of buds. And the cool thing about this is it actually adjusts, like you can open it and everything, which is really neat. I like it, right? It looks pretty good. And it took us about 2 hours to put that together. So it was nice. And the thing is,
Yep, this is it. This is what he got put together in 2.5 hours.
that succulent plant set that we have is 9 plants. So we managed to build 3 in the first stream. Okay, and I think what we will do is continue to do this as, and here they are, by the way. I think we'll continue to do this
2 hours, 2.5 hours.
as a weekly event, like a night stream once a week, where we'll build more of these. And next time we'll build the middle 3, and then the last time we'll build the final 3, and then they all connect.
This one, I believe, is 18 and up.
Like, as you can see here, see these little red pieces there? So this is where they plug into the other pieces, and they become this big 9-piece set. Or you can actually split them up and just have them all separate. It's up to you. You can have them as all individuals or as one big set together. So I'll have to figure out how I want to do it, and it'll be in my background, which is pretty cool. You know, to have it there in the background looks nice for now. So
Right.
It went well. So basically it was about a 2-hour stream, and I thought we were going to have like a lot of challenges and difficulties, but actually with my reading glasses on, I was able to do this relatively easily. I was able to read the instructions, look at the pieces. It wasn't like I couldn't see them or whatever.
He actually wasn't super terrible at building it, but we had to keep stopping because the way he was facing, and then he would turn because he kept looking for, you know, donations and shit. So we kept turning, we kept getting off track and everything. That's honestly what took so long, was all the bullshit that makes everything take so long. When he would just sit there for 5 or 10 minutes and build the shit, I mean, it was boring as fuck, but it actually wasn't like super unbearable where you're like, oh my God, he can't figure out anything.
The double camera angles worked well. They did. So it went fun. It was very fun. We had a lot of attendance. Support was quite good.
The best part of the whole thing was when he like fucking freaked out on fucking Iron Cuck and banned him. So don't worry about the Legos or anything.
by the end of the night, I think we made like
Watch the last 20 minutes. Oh my God, I gotta get this face. Oh my God. You'll see it soon in a thumbnail. Yeah, the last 20 minutes of the go to Raw Phil or whoever like has an actual clip. Go to the last 5 minutes. That's an amazing shot. That's unbelievable. Pentaxenstein, thank you for the $5. Nothing says diehard conservative capitalism values like being a deadbeat and filing for bankruptcy. Big ups, thank you, honey.
$250 on the first Lego stream. And because of that, I was like, hey, listen, since people did show up, engage in support, we'll do it again next week. And we'll do the middle 3 succulent plants this time, okay? But here's the thing, because people are like, oh, so you had a really good first Lego stream, you know, DSP builds it. Does this mean you're immediately going to run and go buy some more Legos? Well, no. And here's why. Everyone usually has a great success the first time they try something. I mean, take a look at how good DS Politics was that first week, right? But a lot of the times, the very first time you do something, you get a ton of support and engagement and interest. But after the fact, it kind of dies out. All right? So let's see what happens. Week 2, week 3, right? Let's see what actually happens further in, as opposed to, oh, this was just the first one, and now, because the first week was so successful, let me go dump $200, $300 on a crazy Lego build, right? No.
Why? You'll throw $2,000 into WWE champions over a weekend. What's $200? You can wipe your ass with $200, right?
Instead, let's actually take a look at future weeks and see how it goes, all right? We still have 2 more streams to finish the succulent plants. So let's do that for the next couple of weeks. Do like each week a night stream of the succulents so we finish it. And then by the end of stream 3, if people keep showing up, keep engaging, keep supporting, and everyone's liking the content and liking the concept of chilling with me while I build Legos, I'm totally down to buy a higher end Lego set. Maybe what we'll even do is start talking on these streams about what you want to see, and then we can do polling or whatever. We'll see. All right. So I really did like DSP builds it last night. And by the way, if you liked it and you have any kind of like artistic talent, perhaps you would like to work on a logo or an intro or something like that. Like I'd be
so do work for you for free.
Totally down for something like that. Like right now.
Yes, I would be willing to allow you to make free artwork for me. Yes, I would be willing to do that.
Now we have a DSP tries it intro. I'd like a DSP builds it intro, right? That would be pretty cool. So think about it. And, you know, you can always
But, you know, I kind of had to ban the guy that made a lot of stuff for me because it turns out he's a PDF file. So if anybody else wants to make something for me, I would allow you to do that for me. That would be cool.
Contact me, darksidefil@hotmail.com. You can DM me on X.
I'm absolutely not doing that.
And we can go from there.
No, thank you. I could stab myself in the thigh with a fork. I think I'd rather do that.
So that was really neat. Thanks to everyone who
that was really neat.
Was there for that stream. I had a great time, and I hope that you will join me next week. When will it be next week? I don't know yet. Next week will be a 6-day streaming week for me. So likely it would be the second half of the week, like Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday night would be when we do it, but I'm not sure yet. I'll let you know once we kind of solidify the schedule for the second half of next week. Okay? Cool. A couple more shout outs. Vladimir with a $2 super chat. It's a teen lesbian fantasy. Well, not really, because again, if you're actually a teen lesbian, you can actually go get friends. I don't know if you realize this, but you can actually just do that in real life. Like, unless the only people the game was designed for are like shut-ins, like people who have no social skills whatsoever.
Then you should really like the game.
And no hope.
Yeah, he's not playing Monster Hunter.
Of having real friends. So this is like a social simulator or something. But how many people realistically does that affect?
Well, it affects you. I certainly know that.
Can we be honest? Like, if you're making a video game for mainstream consumption, it should appeal to an audience. Not, oh, it appeals to a couple hundred people. Right? I'm just saying.
You picked the game. You picked it. You can pick any game you want.
You're trying to appeal to...
You missed nothing. I hope you enjoyed the walk with the puppy.
Something that's going to be interesting in the fantasy. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know.
He's still complaining. Game has girls. Girls like other girls. I sad, lonely, fat old man. I know have girls. I'm mad. I don't like girls. They're yucky.
No, maybe I'm off
Girls who like girls are yucky.
base here, but I think that the game is pretty stupid.
That's kind of where we are.
All right. Let's see here.
Yeah, we get it. You're a fat, lonely old man. Come on.
I received a $2 tip from a troll. So I'm just going to ignore it. Okay. Is the internet down again? No. Are we good?
No, he just runs this slow in fucking real time, y'all. It's wild, to be sure. But nope,
Everything's fine, right? Because everything's...
This is just how slow this motherfucker goes.
Good. My internet is good now. It's showing as fully green. I'm not seeing any issues. Are we good? Nothing crashed out, right? We're good. You know what it is? Because of the lag, you guys are delayed now. I'm just realizing it. You guys are responding to stuff I said like 2 minutes ago in the chat because the stream's lagging. Shit, that sucks. I wish there was a way I could fix that, but I don't think there is. Because I'm talking, no one's responding to what I'm saying. Now you guys have started to respond, but it's over a minute later. Like, ah, shit.
That's just how slow your shit goes sometimes, though, honey.
Well,
toxic, homophobic, sexist. I mean, really, we could just about throw all of them in there.
Hopefully, you guys are still going to enjoy the stream. It looks like, sadly, I'm going to be a little bit delayed, or you're going to be a little bit delayed responding to what I have.
Oh, trust me, honey, you're always a little bit delayed. I mean, let's be fair.
But, all right, hopefully everything will be good. Okay, so here's the deal.
You're old. You're boring. You're super fucking lame. Give me some money. What's the deal?
Let's briefly review the schedule for the week.
Oh, God, no.
Shall we? So,
skip juice.
So I think that covers all the stuff I wanted to talk about except for one story, all right? One story.
Damn, should have saved the skip juice.
Let's talk about it. Today's news story, the PlayStation VR2 is going to have a price drop. That is right. The PSVR2.
Does he get news from anywhere else other than Twitter? How long does this dude sit on Twitter every day? Is this the only place he gets anything from?
Is about to have a price drop. Okay? So, what is this price drop? Well, the PSVR2 is currently priced at around $520. Yes, I'm not exaggerating. $519.99.
Okay.
You get the PSVR2 bundle that has the Horizon game with it. Okay? Well, they're going to do a big price drop, okay, within a few days here for the month of March. The PSVR2 price is going to go down to $399.99. Okay? The weird thing about it, though, is that that's going to be both the PSVR2 base bundles and the Call of the Mountain Horizon bundle. So you can either get the PSVR2 with a free game, or you can get it without the free game for the same price. It doesn't seem to make much sense, does it? I don't think so. It's a little confusing, right? So
some people might not want the game.
Announcement, okay, there seems to be a lot of mixed opinions about this on the internet right now. Like, people are
disgruntled Frenchman, thank you for becoming a member. Big ups, I appreciate you.
Responding in completely different methods. And so what I wanted to do is kind of go through the Twitter responses so you could actually see how people are, taking this news. So first off, here you go. This guy's Miles. My thoughts on the PSVR2 price drop. Well, I welcome any moves that encourage more players to experience this awesome tech. This should have been the launch price, though, right? Because, keep in mind, by the way, this is the 2-year anniversary of PSVR2. If you're not aware, it launched 2 years ago. I know you might be like, wait, what? It did? Yeah, PSVR2 has been out for 2 years.
I don't know about you guys, but I was sitting here going, wait, what? Huh? It did? I don't know about you guys.
It was such a sales flop for Sony that no one was buying it, and they realized they didn't need to actually make them anymore. They had mass produced them so heavily, thinking they were going to sell just like the PSVR 1 did, and they mass produced so many of them that they were just sitting on the shelves unused. Like no one was actually.
No, he don't want this thing. He don't want to do nothing like this. Grandpa don't even like the Switch. He doesn't want to do this. Guys, how would he be able to read his chat? He's got that thing on his head. He wouldn't be able to read, well, not his chat, but he wouldn't be able to see his tips, you guys.
Getting the PSVR 2 at all. It was just sitting there unsold. So because of that, they actually advised everyone, hey, stop making them. They actually went to their manufacturing, chain and said, stop manufacturing PSVR 2 because no one's buying it. And therefore, we're just wasting money and resources making these things. They're just going to sit in inventory. And that's pretty much unprecedented. Like, thinking back, it's very rare when you would think that a manufacturer actually said, hey, just stop making the product because no one wants it, right? Especially in a market that's kind of competitive, because if you think about it, there's a lot of competition. There's the MetaQuest, there's the HTC Vive or whatever it's called. VR does have competition. So it's not like there's no demand. I just think, we talked about this before, but VR has always been a fringe thing, right? When you think VR, you look at VR gaming and stuff like that, right? Every time that we talk about this VR product, I say, what's the killer app? What's the must-play game that's in VR that if you don't play it, you're really missing out, right? And when you think about it, what are the answers? Well, Half-Life Alyx. Okay, so it's a must-play. And if you
I
don't
got us everything we could. I gave every second that we had to get through this.
Of the Mountain, you have missed out tremendously, and you really have, no. In fact, can you name me, besides Half-Life Alyx, okay, can you name me a game that's been on VR that you would even put in top 10 games of the year for any given year? Right? And that's kind of how I rest my case is VR, there's nothing wrong with VR. All right? The problem is there are such hurdles or barriers to entry, right? So you either need to have a high-end PC or you need to have like a PS5 or PS5 Pro, and then you need to buy a headset. You need to buy special controllers. You need to have all of these extra things in order to have VR work. You're talking a significant money investment for PSVR 2 because they want $500+ up front just for the hardware. Oh, by the way, you also needed a PlayStation 5 or now a PS5 Pro. Oh, by the way, you also have to buy the games. So how much money do you really expect me to invest in this to get a VR experience? Oh, by the way, there aren't even that many good games for it. And that's a problem, Again, since day one with VR, I said, I feel VR is going to be another gimmick. It's going to be like motion controls was. It's going to be like the Kinect was, where everyone will be interested in it for a short period of time, but there's going to be these barriers to entry, and no one's going to want to invest that much unless there's a killer app game, a game that absolutely everyone wants to play. No one's going to invest that amount of time or money in it.
Then please don't invest any more time in this. I am dying over here. 92 Vixter, what's up, honey? How you doing?
Okay. And that's sad. Really, it is, because I feel like VR does have potential from when I had PSVR 1. All right. There was some potential there. There were some games that actually were very interesting, or felt very different because it was a VR experience. It felt very immersive. Horror in VR, I think, works well. Putting you in the footsteps or the place of the actual protagonist of a horror game is actually quite scary, all right, in my opinion. But at the same...
He's full of shit. I mean, I I'm not surprised. I mean, is anybody really? He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about when it comes to any of this stuff, I'm sure. And I don't even know, I don't know what's true and what isn't. But I can tell you one thing I don't even need to know the truth. I just know that he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Same time,
Why is he pig-splaining VR headsets? I think this is the last thing that Grandpa has to talk about today, so he's going to start looping here in a minute.
again, how many people were going to keep investing? And, it's just too much of a barrier for entry, in my opinion. You could disagree, and that's fine. But for me, when I had PSVR, I played a handful of games that I thought were good. After like 2 months, the gimmick wore off. Okay. And then I just never cared to use it again, you know? And I think a lot of people, that's kind of their experience. They like VR for a short period of time, but then after that period of time, after that gimmick wears off, then they don't really care about it anymore. So why did you invest that much money? Why are you going to keep buying games for it? And similarly to that, why are game developers, all right? Why are game developers going to keep investing time and money into making VR games if there's no
I'm sorry. I was eating my snack. Okay, it's him again. It's him. Boy, he's having problems today. You're a heavy VR user? Yeah, I have like a weird like motion thing. I get headaches really bad. It seems like it's a really cool thing, but I don't know, like it gives me a headache. It makes me dizzy. Probably cuz I'm old and shit. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, for some reason it gives me headaches when I try to do it. So we know this is his internet fucking up, so
for not having announced this on the actual second anniversary of the PSVR2. Let's see here. Here we go. The PSVR2 library of games hasn't grown. We are missing big VR titles like Batman. Only the Midnight Walk was announced. PSVR2 support that I have any interest in.
His shit is running rough today.
If this price drop happened during the GST break, I might have considered it.
Oh.
I feel as though it's something that should have happened last year. Okay? One other important thing to note about PSVR 2. I want to be fair here because we actually talked about this about a year ago. PSVR 2 works with Steam, right?
I don't even remember what VR headset it was, to be honest. This was a long time ago. Like, this was years ago. I don't remember which one it was, but I tried to play it for like, I don't know, 45 minutes. Like, I thought I was going to throw up. I'm like, oh my God, no, this is cool, but not the thing for me.
PSVR 2 works with Steam. So if you're investing in PSVR 2, you don't necessarily need to have a PS5 Pro. It also can work with your PC with Steam games. So technically, it is a dual use device. All right. So that you gotta be fair here and be like, yes, it is. Oh crap. Yeah. So Kick is down. YouTube is.
He says it's his internet, Digital Melanin. I mean, I'm certainly not, arguing with you, but yeah, something seems to be rough today. Something's dying.
No, but I believe Kick is down. Is that true? Yeah, the Kick stream crapped out, but YouTube seems.
It was called Oculus. That was it. It was a friend of mine. And they had the Oculus. That was what it was called. Big ups.
I just know that start the Kick stream up because it crapped out so many times.
I just know that shit had me fucked up. I'm like, oh my God, no.
I think what I'm going to have to do, the only way to fix this, all right, I'm going to try to stop recording. What I'll do, let's officially end the show. What can I do? The internet issues are persisting, right? Let's officially end the podcast.
Oh, boy.
For today. It is what it is. All right. I'll turn off the stream. I'll try to reboot the stream. I doubt that's going to fix anything because it looks like it's pure internet issue today. So I'll reboot
I
the stream.
hope it's his PC, fuck Phil.
I'll see if we can reconnect because people on Kick can't even see me right now. All right. And we'll see if this fixes anything. Okay. So everyone, let's end the show early. What can I do? Internet issues are persisting.
You didn't have anything else to talk about anyway, Grandpa.
Good. All right. So
I'm dying over here. I'd like to think I'm entertaining. I can't even do anything with this.
Sorry, everyone, for the internet issues today. I am hoping that they solidify because I would love to play Call of Duty, but I don't know if it's going to work. We got to see. All right. But thank you for watching the Level 1 podcast. I'm not here tomorrow and I'm not here on Saturday. I'll be back on Sunday with a full and fun day. I hope you have a good, safe weekend. All right. And I'll see you all on Sunday. Peace out, everybody. Okay. All right, so guys, I apologize for that, obviously.
Obviously.
That sucked. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to close OBS entirely, and then I'm going to try to reopen it, and then I'm going to try to reconnect, and we'll chill for a little bit and see if the internet solidifies. Okay? Fair enough?
This is like the 4th time he has said solidify. It's driving me crazy. Is he done? We're going to wait and see. We're going to wait and see what's going on.
That's the only thing I can do. Right now it's in the green, but it keeps crapping out. So let's do that. Let me close everything. Let me open it again. Let's reconnect.
I was going to say, this cannot be good for fucking Call of Duty.
Let's see if anything fixes. If not, we'll just hang out for a bit. If I just need to hang out and not play games, I guess we'll have to do that. We'll have to see what happens. Okay?
Then why would you stop the show?
So I'll be right back. Okay.
Then just keep going with the show. I mean, we're just going to hang out here with Raw Phil. Yeah, I used to get like car sick a lot and everything when I was little. I'm not saying that other people don't have issues with it, but I think a lot of it was just me. But it seemed like a really cool thing to me, but it's like I just couldn't handle it. That's not a big deal though. We'll hang out here with Raw Phil. We'll just kind of wait and see what happens. Because we know he don't want to play that game early. And if he's having these issues, I really wouldn't think he doesn't want to, I would think he would be happy because this means like he doesn't have to, play anything. So, do you like stuff? Hi, Super Nintendo Chalmers. I'm learning. Oh, good Lord. He's just not even going to talk about any of that shit that happened last night either. I was hoping maybe somebody would say something that would get, would like irritate him or piss him off or get him to do something. If I would have known Grandpa was just going to show up here for an hour and a half and tell Grandpa stories, I'd have said, well, shit, y'all, let's just call it a day. This is a call out of work day. No, he says the last day of the month, but what he means is it's the last day that he'll be able to make any money. He banned Iron Dent. Iron Dent is gone. Is there a sock account? Some people are saying there's a sock account. I have no idea, It's hard to say sometimes. But the actual account of Iron Dent is gone. Hopefully that fool broke Pignosis.
So we can come back here.
Okay, guys up.
And chill for a bit and see if this solidifies or not.
What's my take on the guy being in the same age bracket as myself? Well, there's nothing wrong with my age bracket is married. But if you've got 2 consenting adults, you do what you want to do. But obviously, I think the more years that you've got, in between the two of you, then you know, there might be not a lot in common. But do whatever you want to do. Hello, sir? Say something, do something.
Should be coming back now, everybody. But I don't know how long it's going to last. Can everyone see me and hear me?
Iron Cook came around when he started doing all the Kino Casino bullshit.
I have no idea if this is going to work or not. I don't know. All I did was restart OBS.
So in other words, he's just going to sit here and wait like a tool to see if he continues to have problems.
That's all I did is I restarted OBS.
As if that's going to do anything.
Like I said, that was it was just fluctuating
Siege
internet
mode.
is what it was. Meaning it was showing as a green connection, then all of a sudden it would go down to red, then it would go to yellow, then it would go to green, then red again. It was just going all over the place. It was just like a big, you know, wave going up and down, which is awful, obviously. You can't stream like that. So I don't know what happened. And I'm going to sit here for a few minutes before we decide to do anything. I just want to hang out with you guys and see if it stays working or not.
I'll stay and see what we get into here. But now we're just gonna. Now we all know where it is, and some people have already called it in the chat. Now it's just Q&A time.
I haven't done anything. It's probably my ISP is having a bad day, but maybe because I disconnected and reconnected, maybe it'll be better. I don't know. Like I said,
yeah, I think he was. Because he came around with Kino Casino. So I think he was someone from there.
It actually messed up earlier. It was so bad, I actually lost my chat connection. I couldn't even talk with you guys in chat. I couldn't even see you talking. So all the internet had, like, crapped out for a second. But then
well, here's the thing that, you know, Iron Dent maybe might not necessarily be done with Phil, although I think he is. I think he realizes he can go somewhere else and give money and maybe not be treated like garbage. Unless he likes that, like, whatever jiggles your jello. Like, if you want to give people money and, like, you know, be treated like garbage, that's fine. But hopefully he finds somewhere else to go. But the thing about it is, as far as that actual name goes, DSP is done with him. Can he find a different name and tip, you know, this asshole under a different name? Sure. And Phil would never fucking know. He'll take the money. You know, he'll take anyone's money.
they came back.
But Iron Cuck is dead to this dude.
No troll could be doing the attack on the internet because, again, number one, no one has my IP address. Okay, it hasn't.
Iron Dent is Dumpy Koala. He loves the abuse from Phil. And I mean, that's sad to me, but that's his prerogative. Like I say, some people get off on that kind of stuff. So I'm not trying to, you know, shit on however somebody gets down.
Hasn't been exposed since I changed it.
Whatever makes you happy, man.
A while ago. So no one has the IP address to do anything. That's number one. Number
Rare Tricks was the one that sent the cake, and I've heard some people say that Dumpy Koala's Rare Tricks.
two, it's not a DDoS attack. With a DDoS attack,
Stop saying DDoS, for the love of fuck and all that is holy,
it
please.
literally shuts down your modem. It goes off, and then it has to cycle back with your ISP
know.
with all the lights blinking, and that hasn't happened. Okay?
Dumpy Koala is Rare Tricks. I'm more inclined to believe that. And that would explain why
No, I've never been in a call with
he was giving money to other folks too.
Chef Sakai or anything like that. No. Nope.
You're not
Okay.
even going to talk about anything. You're just literally going to sit here and stare.
All right. Well, what would you guys like to talk about since we didn't get a chance to on the podcast? Want to do a little bit of Q&A? Let's do some Q&A. Whatever you guys want to talk about, tag me in the chat. We'll chat for a little bit.
I think I'd rather take a toaster
An
bath.
exorcism on my setup. There you go.
Rare Tricks is Dumpy
I'll get the holy
Koala.
water.
That's what I think.
Start dabbing it around.
Someone asked if he'd been back, and Phil was just like, no.
Yeah, the top-down camera angle could work for a few different things. The problem, I already moved the camera, by the way, just to show you. I already moved it, and the reason I did is it kept turning off. It kept giving me problems and turning off, and I was like, there's no point to keep it going right now if it's going to keep malfunctioning and having issues. So I turned it off for now. These cameras seem to be functioning fine. And so hopefully I can get it working fully. Like, I would like to get that setup working fully.
Right? A toaster bath with a glass of that Flavor Aid, man.
But I don't know what's going to happen. It seems like the third camera keeps turning off, like, constantly. So
Who doesn't
I don't
love
know
a
if the
nice
3 camera
bath with
setup
some
will work or not.
toast?
We'll have to see.
Just joined what happened? Oh my God. That's a lot of TLDR
Yeah, it has
right
many
there.
uses. It could be, building Legos on this table. It could be unboxing or unpacking things. It could be showing a joystick. It's funny because more and more things keep happening. And we're like, oh, then we should do this, then we should do this, then we should do this. It's like, yeah, but are we going to have time to do all of that? Realistically, I don't know. By the way, I'm in the green.
You can't put a toaster in a bath that'll get wet.
And we haven't had a single problem.
Sometimes you have to restart things every once in a while, bro. Sometimes you have to give these things a break. You have to shut them down, give them a break, update them regularly, make sure they're cleaned regularly. You have to do maintenance. You have to update these things and do what you need to do. You cannot just use something other than these fucking people you siphon money out of. You cannot use something over and over and over and over without doing anything to it.
We haven't had a single problem with the internet now.
You've been up for 2.5 minutes, you fuck rag. No shit, Sherlock.
All right, I know this sounds crazy.
Oh boy.
Do you think it was my fucking camera? And you want to know why I say that?
Everybody in my chat was saying it was the camera. It's the only thing that's different.
It really might be my motherboard. I think that my motherboard might actually be my bottleneck, and my problems, all my problems on this PC are being caused by my motherboard. So by plugging in that third webcam, right, it might have actually fucked the motherboard up, and I couldn't even get a consistent internet connection. No, you know what? It can't be that. I know for a fact
It would depend on what you'd ask me to do.
Can't be that.
I'd have to be a willing participant.
Sure, it can't be that. You want to know why? Because if that were the case, only the desktop PC would have been having the issue, but I had the issue over on the gaming PC and on my laptop as well. And they were all connected to this. It was the modem that was having the problem. So it's not that. It definitely was not that. Okay. Can't be that. Because it would have only been that desktop that was having the internet issue, and it wasn't. So, okay. Ugh.
Type into Google, is it heavy on my GPU to use multiple webcams, and read the AI results. Hold, please.
I already unplugged it. Fred Rogers is plugging it again. I'm not gonna. I already unplugged it. I took it off the table here to show you. It was right here. I took it off already because it blocks the shot, and we need this. This is the face cam. So I need this angle for face cam. No, it's my own modem. I bought it because when 2 years ago, when that Comcast employee was messing with my internet, I bought my own modem because I said, I don't want this guy to be able to go in there and mess with all my settings and change the names of everything. It was so messed up. I said, I want to be sure they never had that power ever again, so I bought my own modem. Ugh, it was a nightmare when that stuff happened. Birthday cake churros at Taco Bell. Oh, God.
The fuck is this setup?
Milk
No
bar
one knows.
birthday cake churros.
It's like Frankenstein. Oh, now we're going to look up food. Okay. I guess we don't care anymore.
Ugh.
Hello, sir? Oh, nice.
Where do they get this stuff from?
What's wrong with churros?
Milk bar birthday cake churros. It looks so bad.
Well, so do you, but I mean, fucking, here we are, bro.
Oh, yeah? Bra reviewed them and really likes them. Now, I'm going to be honest. Review
Oh, he's
Bra
a
likes some
fucking
weird
idiot.
shit.
Who cares?
He does. He likes some weird stuff. Some of the stuff he's like, oh, it's actually good. Like, there's...
Okay, so like a lot came up on that. So is it heavy on my GPU to use multiple webcams? Using multiple webcams can put a strain on your GPU, but the exact impact depends on several factors such as resolution and frame rate, software, video processing, and more. In general, if you're using several webcams at lower resolutions and not doing intensive video processing, the GPU load might be moderate, but for high resolution, and it goes on and on and on. So
there's no way that's fucking good.
how can someone
up, Dent,
sound so annoying? It's because that's you can yawn without making a noise like that most of the time. That's what you call the obnoxious yawn.
Sorry, you, man. Yeah, I'm not too sold on these churros, just saying.
No one asked you.
I think up next, as we already said,
like no one asked you anything. $110.09 from PayPal.
We're going to be doing pizza. Just don't know from where yet. That was one of the things I wanted to do today was look at pizza from different places, but then my internet crapped out.
No, I typed it into Chat GPT.
So we didn't get a chance to do that. Hopefully.
Because when I Googled it, it just wanted me to like go to Reddit and like read Reddit answers. I'm like, I'm absolutely not doing that. I'm not falling into the brain rot of Reddit right now.
Figure that out. Maybe on Sunday we can look at that. Because here's the thing. Guys, we're already got a good head start. $67 of support is great.
Oh, we're going to bag.
Keep it up. And again,
cool. Big ups.
Today, Kick support would be greatly appreciated.
The AI voice is just me taking like that vocal fry out.
Because Kick, the month is ending and I'm going to get paid for that the first week of March. So any Kick subs today, greatly, greatly appreciated. Let's get some more subs on Kick. All right.
6.
Also tips, but I haven't gotten any tips at all today. Tips would be great and subs would be amazing.
We got a tip for you, asshole. 7.
Okay. X Shooter, thank you for 33 months as a member. I appreciate that.
It's hard for me to do the AI voice because, again, I have to try to take that like clicky predator kind of sound out of my voice, and I can't always do it very well.
Is that a new member?
Also, I have to try to get my voice to go a little bit higher, which I'm also not very good at doing. This is the sound that comes out of my mouth every day, all day long. So it's a pretty deep, scruffy kind of thing.
It's saying one of these was a new membership. I'm not sure which one.
Oh, your little love slave is there for you, though. Dumpy Koala. Notice him. Notice him, Daddy. Love him.
One. It says we have 2 memberships, but I only counted 1 so far today. So we're actually at $70 of support.
What's the boomer crying about? Well, today it's the internet.
Dumpy Koala just gifted another sub. To make 8.
Oh, Senpai has noticed you.
For today, thank you, Dumpy Koala.
Now you don't have to use your own tears as lubrication while you jerk off. You can use the thoughts of Daddy noticing you. Yay.
Halfway to our goals. Thank you so much. It would be great to hit the goal and get 34 today and continue getting towards our 40 goal of some kind of pizza for next week.
DSP could use my microphone is shit. I've had this thing for like 7 years or something. This thing is ass.
Yes, I did make a Yakuza Dead Souls playthrough when it was a new game. What year was that? Like 2010, 2011? I actually recently got some good suggestions for my next playthroughs to remaster over on DSP Throwback. I think Yakuza Dead Souls would be a great one.
My AI voice is scary. Oh, I'm sorry.
That was my first Yakuza game. That playthrough.
Trust me, it's terrifying to me too. You haven't even heard like my customer service voice. That's even worse.
Really old and looks like crap.
The one where you have to be nice to people because like you're getting paid for it, but you know they're an asshole.
Or how about Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions? One of my most watched playthroughs of all time. Imagine remastering that. That would be cool.
Back in my day, blurty, blurty, blurty.
So.
Optimist, thank you for the $2. Koalas all have chlamydia, by the way. Big ups, pimp. Thank you for that.
Good question. Dumpy Koala says, do you have any remaining free memberships to give out since the month is over?
Yeah, didn't you say you were going to give out 5 more? I was thinking about that the other day.
Let me check. I do, and I'm giving them out right now. 5 gifted memberships are going out to the community on YouTube right now. So congrats to whoever gets them. Thank you for reminding me, Dumpy Koala.
Oh, thank you, Daddy. Your overwhelming generosity will be noted in the history books for ages. People will read about the generosity of the memberships that YouTube gives you for free to give to other people. Big ups.
There we go. Some people are getting them right now.
King Louis, thank you so much for the 10 pounds. He is so helpless. He should be embarrassed that his pure ignorance, greed, and laziness has made him so far behind everyone else. It's like watching an old woman struggle to walk in the winter. That was so funny. And thank you again for your generosity, honey. I appreciate you.
Would I consider getting a piano? No.
He doesn't like music. He doesn't have a soul.
Yeah, sorry, guys. They don't let me give out free subs on Kick. If they did, I would give them out. Here's the people who are getting the free subs, by the way.
I just called Phil Daddy. I say that as if the Dents are calling him that. I say that all the time. Trust me, he ain't cute enough for me to call him Daddy. That's for fucking sure. But I like the joke, though, so. I'm aware I could be clipped for a lot of this. That's okay.
Yeah, I saw there's some new Terminator game, but I didn't get a chance to look at it this morning, so I'm not sure what it is. Okay.
Sir, hello?
Is DS politics officially over? Well, it's like I explained. I guess I'll reiterate what I've previously said, because my opinion hasn't changed on this, okay?
Then just say it's over, bro.
DS Politics was a show that I wanted to do for a long time, because I always have ideas and political thoughts on things going on. But as a gamer, people always didn't want to bring that stuff up because it seemed like whenever we tried to have a political discussion in chat, people would get at each other's throats. People would hate each other. It's one of those things that, like, people see black and white. They can't agree to, like, see in the middle or come to, like, a conclusion together. Instead, it's just anger if you don't agree. It's like, if you're not with me, you're against me, right? I think that's a really dumb mentality to have in life. But a lot of people are of that kind of mindset. So I've always...
I like your Dent voice. Oh, that really tickled me. It's up there with the AI voice. No.
always made it a rule. No.
I don't like either one of them. But the AI, I can freak people out with that one. That's funny.
Politics on my streams. My streams are solely for gameplay. Okay? Well, I decided in the fall, while I still had an increase in popularity from having been involved with Kino Casino, to do DS Politics for the first time, you know? But I think I did it too early. I do. I think I did it too early.
Skip juice, yay or nay? 10 yays, I'll use skip juice.
Because I started in November.
We don't have much.
And this was before Trump got elected. This was before we knew where
we're only about 4 or 5 minutes behind anyway, but if I get some yays, I'll use it.
The country was going. And quite frankly, I don't think that there was that many interesting topics to talk about, as opposed to now that Trump's in his presidency.
There were plenty, but you couldn't pick a side. There were plenty, but you just weren't going to pick which way you were going to go.
See, and he's doing all these executive orders, and his cabinet's being voted on, and all this stuff is going on, and everyone's all up in a tizzy, right? But I started early. I started in November. And what ended up happening was, at first, there was interest. People wanted to hear my opinions. And
oh, we actually got a couple of nays. I'll sit tight.
The first week or
I'll
two,
be cool.
People really liked the show, right? But what ended up happening was, like with everything, basically people looked at it and said, wait a minute. So Phil's not...
Just like with everything, you did it... Oh, this is another one. Hold on, I gotta grab this. Just like everything else, you were too fucking late, bro. A day late and $1 short.
Not gonna be a complete and utter asshole. Phil's not gonna be all the way over to this side or all the way over to that side. Instead, he's gonna have, like, fair takes. He's not gonna try to crucify people. And he's not gonna... You know what I mean? So because of that, a lot of people said, well, we're not too interested. if Phil was polarized all the way to the left or all the way to the right, and he had these all-in stances, and he was slamming people constantly, and,
You
insulting.
mean like that new chick who's on the scene now? You mean like Review Tech? You mean like what you did to fucking Iron Cuck? You mean like what you did to King Be Cruel? You mean like what you do to everybody every time you get a chance? You won't fucking razz people in politics. You'll just slam other people for no fucking reason. Okay.
Them for being wrong, it would be great content. But he's not doing that. So, basically it started off strong, and within a month of doing it, I had half the attendance, half the support, half the interest. Okay? So that final show was kind of the straw that broke the camel's back.
Romance Becky Boop reel. Have you ever watched any Lex, is it Friedman videos?
That final show, I barely had any support. The views were way low, and I felt like I was doing the show more for myself than for anyone else. And the thing was, it was a great week. It was the week when there was the acquittal of the subway hero who had taken out the guy who was completely nuts in the subway, who was threatening the lives of people around him. And the guy had accidentally passed away, so they put the guy on trial, and he got acquitted of any wrongdoing. And it was a big week. I covered it thoroughly. We covered all these different aspects of it. We listened to the family members. We listened to the Black Lives Matter person. We listened to the people who were opposing. We listened to all the takes, and I gave my opinion on it. And I thought it was an absolute great show. I really did. And basically nobody cared.
Okay. Nobody cared but you. Kasarblade, thanks for the $2. Remember, this guy doesn't vote. Ack, snort.
Okay. I mean, like I said, I think I made $60 on that stream, which is ridiculous. It's a third of what I'm looking for a goal. So, quite honestly, after that, I was disheartened. And I said, well, if I'm going to bring this back, okay, it's going to have to be when there's more to talk about and more stuff that's going to be working, riling people up. So I'm going to wait until Trump, gets sworn into office. So I waited, and I was looking and listening to everything. That's right. I looked here and I looked and listened. And essentially, after having looking and listening for a while, I realized that I think people cared a lot more about me when it came to video games, when it came to just chilling and having some conversation like a podcast.
He wage quit politics. What a surprise.
It didn't seem to me like the politics thing was that important to most people. Like it was a gimmick for a little bit, and then the gimmick kind of wore out, so people didn't really care anymore. So I was like, I guess it's not a big deal then, right? So I just haven't even thought about bringing it back. I said, I'm not going to say no, I'll never do it. But at the same time,
no, he'll never do it.
It seems like what I'm doing now is working, right? We changed our goals. We have these rewards now for every 10 goals hit. We have a special reward every 50 goals hit. We got games going. We've got, Smart Guys resurgence. We got the podcast doing good. We've got Lego nights now in the rotation. People have asked me to bring back other things like the throwback nights where we're doing retro replay.
No one asked you to do that. Nobody.
And with all that going on, it's like, do I really have time to do?
You do, but it doesn't make you enough money. Dude, just say it doesn't make you enough money. It's okay. Just say it doesn't make me the money I want it to.
Politics too? Especially when everything else seems to be working. It would be one thing if I felt like everything was very boring and things had
everything is very boring. Please know this now. Everything is very boring.
Gotten, too repetitive, too common. I don't feel that at all. Like I feel like there's things that people want me to do. I'm getting pulled in many different directions at once.
Right.
And I don't really have even time to do all the things that people want from me, So because of that, it is what it is. I feel like I should just kind of juggle the stuff I'm juggling and try to, do stuff that people want right now.
Politics unmasked win. Oh no, y'all would really hate me. I'm quite a centrist. I just don't give a fuck what people think though. I don't care. But nope, there's two things you never talk about, and that's religion and politics. Nope.
Right now, the politics people are not screaming.
I'm all set. To be fair, I don't know. I know where I stand on like big issues, and nobody gives a fuck about what I think. But to get into it, I don't know shit about fuck. I'll be honest, I don't pay it much attention
at all. Tag did a $2 super chat. He says, does no tax on tips affect your tip system? Well, number one, there is no tax. This didn't happen yet. There is no tax on tips. Okay, it's in talks with the government right now. If it fully goes into effect, I would have to contact my tax guys who are legal authorities on this. They know what they're doing, and say, listen, would tips that I have received that are outright qualified as tips be tax free? Because I don't know if they would or not. It's a little different when you're a content creator online versus if you're a bartender or you're a waitress or whatever. Like, for example, anything that you guys get something out of is not a tip. So, for example, if you become a member, if you become a sub, if you do a super chat, none of those are considered tips. Why? Because you get something out of it.
Correct.
You're getting an animation, you're getting emotes, you're getting a badge next to your name, right?
Correct.
Since you're buying into something to get something back, that's not a tip.
Correct.
Okay? Arguably, the tips that you guys send me via PayPal may be categorized as a tip, but I'm not sure. Okay? So
the tips he's getting from PayPal absolutely count as tips, and they need to go through taxes as such.
Let me put it this way. Here's what I know. I pay taxes on everything right now. Every single contribution I get, I'm paying taxes on. Nothing is tax-free. Okay? Why? Because up front, when I started doing this interactive streaming in 2017, I sat down with my guy and I explained it all. And he says, I'm going to be honest, okay? None of this has really been hashed out with the tax law yet. What you're doing is considered a new kind of job. You know what I mean? The crowdfunding and everything. So the best way for you to go about it is to qualify it all as miscellaneous income and pay taxes on all of it. Because if you're counting it all, qualifying it all, and paying taxes on it all, no one can come after you. If you decide to say, well, I think that this is a different kind of income and therefore it should be taxed differently, you could do that. But then...
Please don't listen to any of this. Okay? The man committed tax fraud, committed bankruptcy committed bankruptcy fraud. Don't listen to any of this. Consult your local tax folks in your area.
You got potential that someone might come to, look at your stuff at one point and be like, hey, you didn't do it right, and now you get slammed on the back end. Do you want to get slammed on the back end and end up with insane amounts of back taxes that you owe, getting liens on your house and stuff? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, like... I have, ever since that discussion, every single contribution you guys give me is qualified as a taxable income, and I pay taxes on all of it, okay? With the new law going into effect, saying that tips are completely tax-free, maybe it would be time, if that went through, to sit down.
Boy, wouldn't he just be happy as a pig in shit.
With my tax guy and talk.
He would try to force everybody into tips. Nope, don't give me memberships. Gotta pay 20% on them bitches.
About it and say, hey, has the situation changed, right? Do we qualify certain things? Like, for example, I think it would only be tips via PayPal that would even be considered to be tax-free. Everything else, if you're going through a third-party service like YouTube or the payment processor that you do subs through for Kick or whatever, those have to be considered actual income.
He is correct.
Because you're getting something from it, right? It's from a third-party company. You're getting a benefit out of it.
I think he's making payments on the back taxes, I think. I don't know if he's still doing that.
Purchasing something with that, okay? It's kind of transactional. When you tip me, there is nothing transactional. You're literally saying, hey, I like your content. Here's some money for it. Thanks for what you've already given me for free, right? So that's a lot different. So... I guess, and that's another thing.
Just pay your taxes. You clear 6 figures a year. Just pay your taxes.
And Lee Ray Ty said, what about crypto? Apparently, cryptocurrency is also categorized completely differently. It's taxed differently, everything. Like every year, I get
How in the holy mother of fuck do you know?
A questionnaire from my tax guy about what kind of income did you get this year? Did you get any investment income? Did you do any crypto?
Oh, I'm positive he's getting money behind the scenes that he's not claiming, 100%. Because when you go to PayPal and you type in a number, a dollar amount that you want to give somebody, you can click, is this a payment for something or is this a gift? And then we start getting into the gift territory. But I'm sure that he's getting money through other avenues that aren't PayPal as well.
cryptocurrency stuff. And I was like, no, I don't. Because it's all categorized differently, and apparently it's all taxed differently. So I don't know how it goes. I've never touched it. That's why when people say, well, do you accept crypto? I'm like, no, I don't want, I already have.
You can claim part of your mortgage or your rent or whatever as a business expense if you work from home. Part of it, not all of it. And it breaks down, I believe, by like square footage of like your room for your home office, quote unquote.
Super chats.
You can claim a part of that. You can claim part of like, like your internet bill, or if you have to have a separate, phone line, but you have to get into like real specifics. And so don't listen to anything this man says. Work with professionals. This guy has committed like 3 different kinds of fucking fraud and is probably still paying back taxes that he didn't think he had to pay, or like what the fuck ever. So consult your tax professionals.
Super stickers, memberships, gifted memberships, subs, tips, and you can pledge to my Patreon, and you can buy my merch. That's enough ways to contribute. I don't need another way to contribute that just overcomplicates things even further, makes it harder for everyone to figure out. I'd much rather just focus on the ones I'm using.
You don't figure anything out. You pay people to do that for you, which I'm not shitting on you for. That's fine. A lot of people pay to have someone else handle their taxes. That's totally fine. It can be very confusing. I don't know all that jargon. I'm a fucking idiot. You know what I mean? Like, that's fine. But don't act like it's so devastating and difficult for you. You get sent what's called a 1099 from YouTube. That's it. That's it. It's got all your shit right there. You get a 1099 from YouTube and you get a 1099 from PayPal. That's it, bro.
By the way, we've now hung out for 20 minutes and my internet has been in the green the entire time. So I think I'm good. Yeah.
So are you going to put us out of our misery? Can we go? This shit's been boring as fuck, dude. I wouldn't listen to Phil if he said water is wet. Hell no. Oh, I'm sure he's written off games. When he filed for bankruptcy, the $5,000 in business expenses was WWE Champions. That's what he was attempting to write off because it's a mobile game. And then he just tells people that he plays games for a living. He charged that shit off. He was saying that those were his business expenses. That's exactly what that shit was.
All right, I think here's what we're going to do. I got to use the bathroom. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to do some clips for you guys while I use the restroom.
The 1099s are hard work for the person that he pays.
When we come back, we're going to set up and we're going to do Call of Duty.
Thank God there's other people in the world who are professionals at their job, because this man would not make it through life.
Now, guys, we are already halfway to our goal, right? Let's absolutely crush it and hit the goal. Let's not have a half of the goal that we just got on the podcast go to waste. Let's hit the goal on the stream today. Let's enjoy Ninja Turtles antics in Call of Duty. I think it's going to be a great stream, and I hope that you guys will stick around, okay? Okay, I'll be right back. You guys enjoy some funny clips in the meantime, and then when I come back, it is time for... Turn this off. Oh, come on.
Let's just use our skip juice. Wait.
Come on. I just turned it on. Now I'm trying to turn it off, and it won't turn off. There we go. The hand recognition is giving me a pain. All right. Enjoy these clips. I'll be back in a few.
No, thank you. Oh, he's still actually gone. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, let's just go on ahead and let's just quiet all of that. So I guess he's going to do Ninja Turtle crap. I couldn't care less. He didn't bring up any of that shit that, happened yesterday. Right. Casually saying $77 is a waste. Come on, you guys. $70? That's like nothing. Those assholes better fucking step it up. He's going to have hard times hitting those goals now. So that's for sure. But that's going to do it for me. I have a couple of video ideas that I want to put out for tomorrow, which is Friday, and then Saturday because he won't be here. So I don't think I'm going to do any streaming. I think I'm going to try to sit down and make some videos and do like some editing, try to maybe do something funny or whatever. But we will hang out again on Sunday when this old man decides to come back and grace us with his presence, and then we will go from there. So thank you for everything. I invite you to subscribe to the channel. If not, totally cool, because I'm not your mom and I can't tell you what to do, but I hope to see you next time.